Suzhou, a famous historical and cultural city with 2,500 years of history, located just 40 minutes by high-speed train from Shanghai. It is often considered the Oriental Venice, as more than 40% of the city are being covered by water. It is also where you can find two of the four best Chinese classical gardens. Besides that, several nearby ancient water towns are considered the most scenic in China. I hope you will enjoy the videos of my 8 days journey in Shanghai, Hangzhou and Suzhou and inspire you to plan your own trip to these destinations. For essential guides related to e-wallet, transportation and online map, please check the final section of my Shanghai video. On the first day, it is recommended to start early at Humble Administrator's Garden to avoid the crowds. It is the top attraction as being the largest and most famous classical Chinese garden in Suzhou. Also recognized as one of the 4 best gardens in China and jointly listed with 8 other Suzhou gardens as a UNESCO heritage site. Built in 1509, it features beautiful architectures, pavilions, bridges, ponds, rocks, lush flowers and trees. Best season to visit is spring or autumn, but this video is taken in winter. To reach here, take the tourist bus 1, 2 or 5 and get off at Suzhou Museum stop. Alternatively, get a DD taxi ride, which is very affordable in China. Just 10 minutes walk from Humble Administrator's Garden is the Lion Forest Garden, so named as the weird looking rocks in the garden resembles lions. It is also one of the 9 Suzhou gardens collectively recognized as a UNESCO heritage site. Built in 1342, it is perhaps the most unique garden in Suzhou with its emphasis on maze-like rock formations. Be careful not to hit your head while exploring the garden. Next location would be the Tiger Hill Scenic area. This large park-like area has several interesting attractions. The most obvious is the 1,000 years old 48 meters tall Leaning Tiger Hill Pagoda. It is nicknamed the Leaning Tower of China with a 3.5 degree tilt. Another notable location is the Sword Testing Stone and Sword Pool. Story has it that the King of Wu State was an avid rare sword collector and he tested a sword here by cutting a rock in half, as well as this being his burial location with thousands of swords. Other attractions here are historical villa, temple, bamboo grove, and a large collection of bonsai trees. Take the tourist bus 1 or 2 and get off at Huqiu stop. Alternatively, I would recommend using DD taxi ride. To end the day, take a boat ride from the entrance of Tiger Hill area to Shantang Old Street. If you are in a small group, a taxi would be cheaper. Or if you are coming from another area, you can reach here by taking the Metro Line 2 to Shantang Street station. This is an ancient street built in 852 alongside a river canal. Now it is a famous historical and cultural street with beautifully lighted lanterns at night. The shops in the area sell souvenirs, snacks, and crafts, as well as having several restaurants and bars. Notably, you will see shops selling silk, as Suzhou and Hangzhou are major silk production centers. Personally, I would prefer Pingjiang Street that I will be visiting the next day. A quick reminder to leave a like and subscribe to be notified of new video of Hangzhou. On the second day, first destination is the Lingering Garden. This is the second Suzhou garden, known as among the best 4 classical gardens in China. Again, be here early to beat the crowd. This large Chinese garden was first built in 1593. Like other classical gardens of Suzhou, the Lingering Garden seeks to recreate stunning natural landscape. To get here, take tourist bus 1 and get off at Liu Yuan Station, or take Metro Line 2 and get off Silu Station, exit 1, and walk about 15 minutes. While in Suzhou, it is a must to visit one of the water towns. Some of the best in China are located in the vicinity. Shown on the screen are the pros and cons of the various water towns surrounding Shanghai, Hangzhou, and Suzhou. Do pause the video if you like to read in detail. As I have visited the busy water town of Zhujiajiao, I now choose to go to visit Tongli. This is a quiet and authentic water town with plenty of actual residences. In this video, I include the sites at Pearl Tower, Twissy Garden, and Jiayin Hall. Entrance fees are included in the tickets to enter Tongli. If you have more time, there are several more places you can visit by referring to the tourist map provided at the ticketing center. get here by Metro Line 4 and get off at Tongli Station exit 9 or 10. There is a free multi-carriage electric bus that brings you to the north entrance of Tongli. You are required to scan in for the bus using the Shanghai Metro card. Upon returning to Suzhou, do spend the evening at Pingjiang Street. This is the largest and best preserved historical block in Suzhou, dating back 800 years. It runs along the old canal of Pingjiang River and has many buildings retaining the original architectural style. On the main street, you can find plenty of shops and restaurants. One unique activity you can do here is to experience Chinese Kun opera. It is a popular place for tourists to do photo shoot in traditional costume with rental shops available on the street. You can reach here by Metro Line 1 and getting off at Lindun Road Station. Walk about 10 minutes further. For the third day, I would recommend exploring Hanshan Temple and Suzhou Silk Museum in the morning. I actually arrived from Shanghai late afternoon, so I did not manage to cover these places. I spent the evening exploring Jinji Lake area. First, take the Metro Line 1 to Dongfang Zimen Station. As soon as you come out, you can see the second tallest building in Suzhou at 300 meters, the Gate of the East building. Intended as a symbolic gateway to the city, it is jokingly said to resemble a pair of pants. It is located near the shore of Jinji Lake, the largest city lake park in China. Visitors can take a peaceful walk for 2 kilometers along the lakeside avenue adjacent to a large park. Further beyond, I would suggest taking a bicycle and ride towards the Ligongdi Causeway, further south shore of Jinji Lake. It has beautiful night views of bridges, pavilion, as well as having lots of restaurants. And this concludes my Suzhou travel guide. Again, a reminder to check out the essential guides related to e-wallet, transportation and online map in the final section of my Shanghai video. Hope the information helps for your trip to Suzhou or China in general. Do leave a like and subscribe to be notified of Hangzhou and future travel videos. Thank you.